What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about CRV at the request of Pancake God, the relentless leprechaun himself. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. Here we are at about 50 cents right now on the price. Looking like you're moving up a little bit, right? Not today, but yesterday you had a little 11.8% day. On the week, you're up 20%. Hey, that's not bad. And from yesterday or last week's lows too, you're up even more. That's good. That's very good. This is a not bad situation to be in. While most of the market is not doing this kind of stuff. If we look at the others chart, let's look at others right now. Others. We look at this. Others. Yes, you've got 2 weeks in a row that are green, but they're not nearly to the same degree. I don't know why. To the same degree that curve is at. This is up 3.6%, where curve right now is up 20% this week. So that's rather impressive. Yes. I don't know if this is your low yet. I accept it as a possibility, and what really helps is the amount that you've grown. Right, from a high or from the current price down here to get below your low, you'd have to drop more than 28%, 29, like 30%. I don't know if I see that. That's a bit on the upper ends of what I would expect the average altcoin to do. It's possible, and if you do go below this low, it's not a problem. But let's talk about the aspect of this being a low, which I think it might be. You found support at a prior area of resistance here. You found support at prior areas of support, kind of. We go back in time, that was a very significant low that you found support on here, which you're now finding support on. If we're looking at the relative low here back in August to the high here, you did bounce right in your golden ratio zone, the 618 to the 69 zone right there. The white zone is for loading and unloading only, and if you loaded, you are taking off right now. You're doing all right. Looking at the RSI on a weekly basis, we do have higher lows, right? Higher lows here. Bouncing off the 40 is not a bad thing. In fact, you've bounced off the 40 before, it got you overbought. Bounced off the 40 before, it got you overbought. You've bounced in this area before and it continued to grow, bounced in this area and it continued to decay. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it's a good look. There's a lot of good things going on for you right now. And being back above, not finding resistance here, being back above this area where you found support before, that's very encouraging. I would think that you do continue running up to about probably 83 or 83 cents. Resistance here, support here, 236 there, resistance there, support here, resistance here. That might be exactly where you go. All the way up to 83 cents, 82 cents. Now, does that mean you're going to do this today or tomorrow? Does this mean it's going to happen immediately? Probably not. I wouldn't expect that or anticipate that, but I wouldn't be surprised at all that it happens, right? And it's probably your ultimate destination. You could pull back again. I think the rest of the market will pull back this week. I think like literally we have 7 hours, 24 minutes left in this week. I think the rest of the market will pull back. So with that, you could pull back down to your golden ratio itself, maybe a little bit lower. You see a double bottom. If you see a lower low, it's okay. It probably won't be that significant of a lower low. If you see a higher low, that's okay, right? You want to see a higher low. That's fine. But I wouldn't be surprised or discouraged in the least if you did come back down a little bit. The higher up you go before the rest of the market drops is a good thing. That just sets you up for, if the rest of the market drops, it's very uncommon that you would just continue to grow, but it can happen. Likely what you would see instead is that you drop as well. So if you continue to grow before that happens, that just ultimately puts you in a better situation, right? Position to be in. I like the look right now. I like the look a lot. What's CRV's market cap? Please be low. Yeah, it's pretty low. It's not like crazy low. It's not crazy high either. Something like this still has 100x potential. Good volume to back up the market cap there. Yeah, it's not bad. Looking at this here, come on now, number 91. Nice. Let's see. Loading, buffering, whatever. 22%, that ain't bad, guys. Yeah, 647 million, let's call it 650. To get to 100 billion or 100x in market cap valuation, you would have to see a $65 billion market cap. Is that given to anybody? No. 65 billion is an accomplishment. It's a trophy. It's a prize, and it doesn't often last long or come easy, but it does happen. It does happen, and coins like this can see that kind of progress. They can, by the end of the cycle, for a time, they can definitely achieve that. Doesn't mean it's going to live at 65 billion. No, if you blink, it might be gone, but it could even go higher than that. Yes, 100x is possible. Even a greater than 100x is possible. Not like a 200x, but maybe like 130x is possible. 120x, 110x, something in that kind of range, right? It's also possible this thing only does a 20x by the end of the cycle. Boo-hoo, It could do less than that. You could go to 0. You never know what the possibilities are. But or I guess you know what the possibilities are, but you never know what the outcome will be of those possibilities. My consideration, my anticipation would be that by the end of this cycle, CRV sees a market cap that's somewhere around 20 billion to 80 billion dollars. Okay, so 20 billion to 80 billion at 650 million right now. And who am I to say that, right? What do I know? But I've been in this game for 9 years now, doing technical analysis for 9 years. I bought my first Bitcoins when it was 2015. I did not hold on to them. I'm not one of those people. No. I used my first Bitcoins to buy novelty IDs, which, like fake IDs, like not novelty IDs, though, is technically what I bought. Because fake IDs would be illegal, but novelty IDs, for just novelty purposes, are not illegal. Uh, Being at a $650 million market cap now, the coins that do grow from here that are relevant, like CRV, and that have solid fundamentals and potential to grow, they do see 20 billion to 80 billion dollar market caps. That's a very attainable number for them to see. Not every single coin will, but it's a very attainable prospect to have. So 650 billion or million now times 10 would be 65, would be 6.5 billion, times 30 would be about 20 billion, right? So this thing I would think has anything from a 30x to, would that be like 130x, something like that? Yeah, I think it has that kind of potential in it, right? But again, that's a very broad range. 30x is nice because that at least puts it on par with the average altcoin on the upper side, actually, even. So it would outperform most of the market. That's encouraging at a minimum standard, too, of what I would think would be minimum. So that's good. Fully diluted valuation is 1.5 billion. Let's look at these token unlocks here. You know what? Yeah, there we go. Unlock progress, unlocked. 25% is still locked. Yes. When are they getting unlocked? Well, you're getting unlocked all the time, it looks like. Yeah, community continues to get unlocked, right? Continues up until but this is a long. Let's see, hold on. That's 2026. Okay, so it's actually, can I zoom in? Okay, yeah. We're gonna do 1 year. We're going to do that instead. Not all. We're just going to do 1 year, right? September of 2025. So between now, you're at a total of 948 million on CRV, and that seems to be the majority of what's getting unlocked is from the community. And then by the end of this year, you're going to be at 1 billion. So that's not bad. That's not too bad. I want to take back what I was saying about the X potential. I think that potential, the 30X to 130X potential, is very accurate for the market cap. But with unlocks, that throws it off a little bit. That brings it down a little bit. But, a 10% growth in market cap or in circulating supply, yes, that will hurt performance a little bit, but it's not gonna diminish it too much, right? And you need those coins to keep the ecosystem alive. You need those new coins coming in to keep the ecosystem alive and thriving. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything coming that was like unheard of, crazy stuff, right? Let me just look at this one more time and make sure I haven't missed anything real quick. Hold on. Let's go back to the all. Yeah, it doesn't look like the employees, looks like their tokens are fully unlocked, right? They're not getting more. I'm not seeing anything else move. It's just community tokens, right? Everything else at this point, let's see. Everything else at this point has been unlocked. So it's just community. So that's great. That's exactly what you want to see. So that's perfect. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. Good. Okay, CRV here, talking about higher prices now. Let's go over the aspects. Should I take this low? Or this high to low? Maybe. We can do that. Now let's do it real quick and just see. High to low. You didn't respect it. I don't care about it. Okay, did not a lot of respect there. So high to low here. I think this one you might respect more. Let's see. I mean, closing at the 236, kind of. We'll see if you do. But with this aspect, this prospect coming into mind of these extensions, I would anticipate a 1618 to a 2272 extension being possible. Okay, 1618 to 2272 extension. I did not do the math. I don't know what these numbers will come out to be. We'll see if that's possible or if that happens. Just let me see. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Give me the current price. Okay. So the 1618 would put you at about a 14x. The 2272 would put you at about 140 something x. So likely, in my opinion, you don't stop at either of these areas. You probably stop somewhere in between. And that's awesome because we only have one zone that's right in between these areas. It's right here, man. It's right here. And that's at the 1886 to 200 level. I'm pretty damn confident in this prediction right now, you guys. You're going to see something on the lines. Oh, wait. Nope. I did wrong. I'm sorry. That's not a 100x. No, that's a 1,400x. My bad. No. I jumped the gun. My bad. Okay, so this, you will not go above the 1618. The 1618 actually could be a good target. To be fair, $64 could be the actual target because 130x, 131x is what that'd be. That's at the top upper limits of my range. I want to make sure I'm doing the math right and I didn't do anything wrong. Let's just ask Grok because I don't really. Let's see. 650 times 130. What's 650 times 130? Hit me, Grok. Hit me with the numbers. Please don't explain the math. Oh, he's going to explain the math. I like whenever he explains the math, but on simple stuff, I don't need it. 84, so it says 84,000, but when we're talking about millions, it'd be billions. So 84 billion, yeah, I accept it. I accept that as a possibility. So yes, 64 would be the upper ends of your limits. Upper ends does not mean a guarantee. It doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. It means that if you were to achieve your maximum potential, that's what it would be. Maybe. The minimum ends of that, hey, look at that, the 127, yeah, it's right there at about 36x. Okay, cool. That's crazy. That's really awesome, man. The 1272, the minimum fib extension and the maximum fib extension, they line up very well with our minimum, our prior derived targets of a minimum to a maximum expected outcome for the market cap. Again, let's go with that notion of going somewhere in between. With the 1414, you oftentimes do go a little bit through it. You don't stop right at it. Oftentimes, like 60% of the time or more, you do go through it. So I would anticipate, maybe if that 1414 is at $30, maybe we see something like 35 to $40, and that could give you an overall like 80x, 70x, something in that range. As my expectation, that would be my call, C-Zar's call. That's what that would be. I don't necessarily believe that you stop there. I shouldn't say that. I do believe that that's where you stop, but I wouldn't be surprised if you stopped somewhere lower or higher, right? I don't know enough about this thing to make that kind of judgment. I do know enough about technical analysis to make the judgment that I think you will stop somewhere between 18.24 and $64. But to expect that this is going to be where it is might be good, right? Maybe it is. You do not have to go higher. It's very possible, but I doubt it. And to expect that you go here, that might be good too. You could squeeze that lemon for all the juice it's got, but it might not happen. It is possible, but it might not happen. I would think somewhere in between, going with that in between. And of course, as we get to these areas, there will be indications as to when we're topping off. So we'll keep you guys, in mind as the price continues to grow. I've got nothing else to say though. Curve, CRV. Actually, I've got one more thing I want to say. So we're probably going to move down, right? So let's talk about the downside. You're looking good. You probably do move up over time, but just again with the aspect of the rest of the market dropping soon, you are at prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of support here. You could probably find resistance here. It's not a bad thing. It's just a normal thing, standard volatility, whatever. You might pull all the way back down to 38 cents. You're at 49 cents now, 50 cents now. 38 cents might be a good area to pull back to. Let's see. What about this high to low here? 38 cents and then high to low here. Nope, that's not what nope, like this. 39, 40 cents, 40 cents, 38 cents, something like that is what I'd expect you to pull down to. Okay, you're at 50 cents now. I really got nothing else for you guys now. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.